Getting ready for the third period from Patterson Ice Arena. This is Matt Gajtka. This is Cougar Puck Radio. As your Cougars are in a 1-1 tie with Forest Hills Central. Like I said before the break, praying for better internet connection here, whether it be Ethernet or Wi-Fi. I'm trying both, trying to keep the feed rolling. From what I understand, we had to cut the previous feed short, so sorry for those of you who had to jump over here. I hate to do that, but sometimes just turn the thing off, turn it back on, and hope for better. It's not exactly rocket science. All right, on the face-off win for Forest Hills Central, the wrist shot right in from Milok on Goheen, who makes the save, does Trent Goheen. On the wet ice, nearly turned over, and it is turned over to Gonzalez. Centering pass, and the one-time shot from Barber goes just wide of the net, down to our left. So the Rangers are in full flight to start this third period. For a while, it appeared that the Cougars were the better team, clearly, at least early on in this game, but the second period eventually ended up in the Forest Hills Central Rangers' favor. The wrist shot from Outwater missed the target. And now trying to collect the rebound, both teams hacking and whacking on the far side boards with 40 seconds elapsed in this third period. Jeffries bumped off the puck. Well, Westrick tried to bump him off the puck, but he could not do it. Jeffries a little too strong there with a skating move. Shane Kwiatkowski nudged it down the wall. Over there is Defoe for Forest Hills Central. He cleared it around. It'll be taken by Ramsey. Run into. Off for Gabe Sova's wrist shot off the glove of Pete Nemmers. Haven't said Nemmers' name in a little while here. The Rangers turned it on at the end of that second period. That was eerily similar to the goal that Nate Sova scored. So big brother Gabe almost matched him on the turnover and the cut to the middle from the right side of the ice. In fact, it looks so similar, I said Nate's name first instead of Gabe. First time in a few games for me there, so. One wears 12, that's Nate. One wears 15, that's Gabe. Kept in just barely. Shane Kwiatkowski wanted to shoot it, and it was blocked on the way. Nemesek guiding the puck around to the far side, holding on to it, leaving it for Preston Berta. Dumped it down the wall, did Berta, in behind the net. So a push back here for Catholic Central. Drew Schweigert, or pardon me, Ryder Mulvey, I should say. Wanted to get to the front of the net, couldn't do it. No, it is Drew Schweigert. 8, not 5. He put it past Mulvey. I have to get my binoculars out here for this third period. Hey, it's late. What do you want from me? It's almost 9:30. In behind the net, Mulvey dumped. No penalty, though. Berta plucks it free. This is Drew Schweigert shooting, and that would have been a deceptive little shot, but it didn't get through. Lipke got in the way of it. Nice job from him. Goheen atop his crease. Fed it over to the near side. Watt helped it along, but couldn't get it behind the goal line. Sam Milok with a big head of steam. Milok goes to the outside, but it's going to be offside. He ran into his own man. He's going too fast for even his own teammates to keep track of. Kuykendall runs into a can opener move and falls down, but again, the play continues, and Milok is again offside, this time whistled down, as he didn't realize it as he continued to carry the puck into the O zone. Okay, a bit of a frantic start to this third period. 3 minutes into it. In a 1-1 game. Hope you're able to follow along decently well tonight. I guess we'll see if I'm able to cut up some highlights after here. I'm hoping that at least we didn't lose the Nate Sova goal to the vagaries of internet connection, but we'll see about that. Holloman stepping up to pump it in deep again for Catholic Central. Kuykendall couldn't get there in time to disrupt the D-to-D pass, but now it's taken by Wormuth, but it's ripped right off his stick. But right back over to Kuykendall to take. Kuykendall to the outside, dished it out to the point. Holloman had to pull it out of the zone, couldn't keep it there at the blue line. So the Cougars forced to tag up in the neutral zone. Nothing on the board yet in this third period. No goals, no penalties. Jeffries from a standstill cleared it up the far wing. Noah Smith run off into the side wall right at the red line. Shot right back in by Catholic Central. Jeffries couldn't get it by the forechecking of Gabe Sova, who's doing a good job back there. Gabe Sova behind the net with Westrick in tow. Push far wing side, and, well, whistle sounds, so scratch that, as Pete Nemmers was in his own net. The net was knocked on top of him. Well, not literally. It was pushed in his direction, and he ended up ducking to get under the crossbar. It was not knocked over, literally. So with 4 minutes gone in the third period, we'll face it off at center ice because it was deemed to be caused by a Forest Hills Ranger. The face-off controlled by Catholic Central. Shane Kwiatkowski shot it in. Cougars sticking to that plan to forecheck the heck out of Forest Hills Central. And this will be iced by the Rangers. Maybe it works there. Owen Barber wanted to pass it to Mielok, but one of them zigged when they should have zagged. So the plan goes awry. And the Cougars can get right back to it, trying to pounce here, with Zach Westrick taking the face-off. Westrick against Mielok, and Mielok won it back in behind the net. Henry Kwiatkowski keeps the puck in the O-zone as he cradled the rolling disc. Owen Barber unable to get it out. Nolan Nemesek on the handoff. From behind the net, the Cougars work there. One of them knocked down by a couple of Rangers. Nemesek trying to fish in. I think that's Gabe Sova, who's slow to get up now. Mielok taps him on the pants to see if he's okay, I think was his intent. And Gabe is up on his skates, thankfully, one of the co-captains of the Cougars. His brother Nate, the sophomore, has the only goal of this game for the boys in blue. It was back midway through the first period. It seemed like it was going to be a nice night for the Cougars. I don't want to say an easy night, but a decisive one for sure, as that first period was almost all played in the Forest Hills Central end when it came to the prime scoring chances. But it's been different since, as it sometimes is, after the intermissions. Shane Kwiatkowski guided it in the possession of Liam Watt. Watt pulls up right out in front with the pass, and it goes off the stick of Ryder Mulvey. Fed to the middle by Henry Kwiatkowski. He gloves down the clearing attempt. Fires that off the tip of the glove of Josh Smith to the corner and Liam Watt. He wanted to push it in front of the goal, but that was broken up. Shane Kwiatkowski did it enough to keep that puck in the offensive zone just briefly with 11:40 left in the third period. Tossed right past him, though, back out the center, where Henry Kwiatkowski, the freshman, handles it. Henry, the freshman. Shane, the junior. This is icing against Forest Hills Central again, and Drew Wright throws his head back in disgust. 11:30 to go in the third period. Catholic Central, with a win tonight, would make it 2 out of 3. Should be a nice little pushback for them. They're back under 500 after that loss to De La Salle last weekend. But more to the point, they're under 500 in OK conference play, too, at 5-6-1. They want to make a push for the top of the division. They probably need a win tonight and to keep winning against in-league foes. Wormuth missed on the wrist shot after the face-off win. Right here on this near wing. Huge congregation of players. Preston Berta comes out of the pack with the puck. His wrister hit a stick. Lipke shovels it along and out for Forest Hills Central. This will not be an icing call. Settles well short of the touchline, in fact. Outwater protected the puck beautifully, but it's poked off his stick by Jeffries. It's going up against Mielok and Jeffries, probably the two toughest players on the Rangers. Got by one but couldn't get by the other. This is offside against Catholic Central now, with 10:42 remaining in the third. Neutral zone face-off. Holloman put it through a body. Now back to take here is Ian Schweigert. Gave it away, though, to the Cougars. Mielok over for Gonzalez. He's got one tonight. His backhand shot saved by Goheen. Outstanding chance there. Mielok now will swing a pass right through the top of the crease, and the net is off its moorings. I think it was already ajar, and Goheen making a push, kicked it way off its pegs. period in a 1-1 game. Holloman shot it off of Watt's stick and wide. Over to the far wing. Ian Schweigert lines one up and into a crowd. Hit something. Couldn't tell what. There were 3 or 4 bodies in the low slot. Ian Schweigert again taking it on far wing side. Now into the near corner it goes. Rangers can't clear it yet, but now it's taken by Defoe, and Healy's helps it out to center ice. Play broken up. Holloman, headman pass. Finds Outwater. Got around Jeffries into the corner. Outwater there. Stapled to the wall. Lost control of the puck with under 9 minutes to go in the third. This will be offside on the Cougars, but it's pushed out to center by the Rangers. Gonzalez, nearly a huge hit on Milok by Holloman. Play continues up ice. Shane Kwiatkowski shot, save, rebound. Oh, Wormuth just shoved it wide. Tough to react to that rebound. He was a foot in front of the goaltender, Nemmers. But he did get a stick on it. Just couldn't guide it home. Rocco doubling back here for Forest Hills Central. Played it through the stick of Kuykendall. 8:22 remaining in the third period. Dumped down into the Cougar zone. I'll make it a radio call the rest of the way. I'm just not sure of the fidelity of the video feed right now. Good move from Nemesek to get out of his own end, but his lead pass looking for Gabe Sova didn't connect. Cougars shoot it right back in. Wormuth right on goal. Nemmers stopped it and pushed it over to the corner. Rocco overtaken by Henry Kwiatkowski of Catholic Central. He tossed it down the wall. It rode up on top of the dasher board. Lipke behind his own goal. Lipke to the far side, tried to tap it along to a teammate, but it's intercepted by Nolan Nemesek of Catholic Central. Wanted to hand it off there to Gabe Sova, but could not. In the face-off circle on the left wing side. Almassian gave it away. A snapshot from this near wing by Henry Kwiatkowski, gobbled up by Pete Nemmers, and no further play with 7:33 to go in the third period. .21 shots for Catholic Central, just 10 for Forest Hills Central. And the Cougars have had a strong third period. Still nothing on the board, though. Drew Schweigert wristing, and again, Nemmers gloves it head high and holds on. Make it 22 shots on target. This is a rematch of last year's Division III Region 20 final at the Southside Ice Arena, won 4-2 by Catholic Central. Off the face-off, Smith pulled it straight back. Ott kicks it along here, but Cougars can't keep it in the offensive zone. Berta skating back for this one in his own left wing corner, snaps it off the boards hard, and out it goes past a couple of skaters. Anthony Ott to take for for Forest Hills Central, way behind his net. And now he takes the handoff here on the far side on the give and go. Ott trying to run through a couple of Cougars, and he poked the puck right on net. Goheen freezes. Berta and Sager were the defenders there, trying to defend Ott's bum rush, and they did. Kept him from splitting the two of them. Ott bidding for goal number 4 on the season. 6:54 left in the third. Wormuth on the face-off win. He's got it over to Henry Holloman, who charges behind his own net, trying to find some free ice. Couldn't do it. Side of the net now. Backhand chance for the Rangers and Barber, and that save's made by Goheen. And now players come together in front. Gloves up into faces. 2-on-2 scrum. The Catholic Central student section loves it down to my left. And what's going to be the situation here? Any penalties? I don't think so. No penalties from all that. Wormuth goes forward with this draw. It's off a body. Backhanded by Barber in the low slot, and it's blocked. Here comes Kuykendall back for Catholic Central down the left wing. Shoots one from nearly center ice that Nembert has to stick away to the screen. 6:30 left in the third. This might be Kuykendall's night. Grant Kuykendall has 11 goals on the year. But nothing on the board in his past 7 games. It was the last time the Cougars were here that Kuykendall had his last goal. I hope it's not his last goal of the season, but his most previous goal. If you want to put it that way. Most recent. Tracking back for this one, Forest Hills Central's John Smith. On the reverse of flow, he finds Lucas Jeffries. Jeffries up ahead. Again, the Cougars close down the center of the ice, and it's taken by Nemesek from the right circle. Shooting on net. Nemmers has it between his pads, and he holds with 6 minutes even remaining. Remember, if we're tied, we'll go to an overtime period, 5-on-5, sudden death. That'll last up to 8 minutes if necessary. Westrick to take the draw here for Catholic Central, wins it. Gabe Sova shot one off the body of Topher Beckering. Another chance here from the far wing side on the one-timer, and that skipped off a stick and into the far corner. Rocco cleared for Forest Hills Central. Gabe Sova snapped the pass, but away from Henry Kwiatkowski. Pardon, that was Nolan Nemesek, I should say, who made that pass. 16, not 15. Kwiatkowski over to number 15, Gabe Sova. Nice little relay, finds Zach Westrick. Westrick dekes to the middle. Good play. He's got Nemesek shooting. Oh, he didn't get a lot on that wrister. Into the glove of Nemmers from a prime scoring area. Nemesek puts his stick up on his shoulders in frustration. Outstanding opportunity. But one of those shots that just flubs off the end of the stick. I don't think it was deflected either, judging by Nemesek's reaction. Just the stick went right under the puck. That's the 25th shot for Catholic Central. Just the one goal from Nate Sova back in the first period. This will not be an icing call as Henry Kwiatkowski has to hustle back to touch it away from the on-charging Sam Milok. Here come the Cougars again. They're getting some headways off the rush. This time Shane Kwiatkowski bumped off the puck though at the blue line. Henry Kwiatkowski forcing it ahead. Owen Barber takes for Forest Hills Central. The giveaway over to Shane Kwiatkowski. Bank pass. Liam Watt trying to lasso it but cannot. Milok centering feet in the neutral zone for Forest Hills Central, and they're offside as stumbling into the offensive zone was Sheldon Ramsey with Gonzalez. Rocco Gonzalez trying to pull back and hold up, but just couldn't do so for long enough to allow Ramsey to get back on his feet. .441 left in the third. Still 1-1 from Patterson Ice Arena in Grand Rapids, Michigan, southeast corner of the metro area. Corner of 28th and Patterson. Ramsey force feeds this one into the Catholic Central zone. Goheen saucered it away from the front of his net. Holloman clears off a stick off of Defoe and back into the Rangers' end. From Forest Hills Central Real Estate, Defoe clangs it off the glass. It'll go right in on Goheen, though, so he has to make a play. Can't let that go for icing. Down to 4 minutes left in regulation time. Wormuth hopping ahead on his skates, dekes to his backhand from the right circle. Wanted to turn in front and did. Backhand chance for Kuykendall. He's stopped by Nemmers from point blank. Not a great angle, but can't ask to get much closer than that. Jeffries jams it around the wood. It goes past Goheen behind his net. Rocco is on it behind the net again for Forest Hills Central. Westrick tapped it away from his reach. And on to Gabe Sova. It's going to be a 2-on-1 for Catholic Central. Sova looking to shoot, and he fanned on the shot. It went through the legs of Josh Smith, and one of the Cougars went right into Pete Nemmers. That was the man on the far side on the 2-on-1. which was slow developing as it took a while for Gabe Sova to control that puck as he galloped in over the line, and by the time he tried to take the shot, the defenseman Josh Smith was right there in front of him. No penalty on the play. In fact, nothing at all in this third period. No goals, no penalties. Shane Kwiatkowski pulls the puck to the center of the ice after the faceoff win. Ian Schweigert shot it on line. Nemers made the save. The Rangers trying to gallop and clear this puck. Lipke does. And right in on Trent Goheen off the center ice deflection. And Josh Smith of the Rangers getting in the face of Trent Goheen. The Cougars didn't take kindly to that. Little spray of snow. .304 left in the third period. Shane Kwiatkowski tries to gun it out of the zone, and it did get out on a deflection. I think it was off a Ranger, though, because there's no icing here. Lipke has to make the play up the far wing. Cougars close that down. It's Liam Watt, but he played it right into the body of Owen Barber, who sprints ahead. Barber 1v1 here against Shane Kwiatkowski. Couldn't get the shot away. Kwiatkowski blocked it from the right circle near the dot. Gonzalez and Barber battling behind the net for Forest Hills Central. It's swung right to the front of the net and picked off by Shane Kwiatkowski, pardon me. Shane Kwiatkowski and Ian Schweigert, the defense pair out there for the Cougars with 2.5 minutes to go in regulation time. It's given right to Shane Kwiatkowski, who missed the last 2 games with an injury. Cleared it off the wall on the far side of the rink and right back in the possession of the Rangers and Jeffries. Jeffries passed for Ramsey. Schweigert laid a hit into him in the neutral zone as Ramsey deflected it ahead. Good move from Shane Kwiatkowski to pull the puck in front of his own net, but it was the only spot that was free in his own zone. On the dump-in behind the Rangers' goal. Nemers stopped it there, but here's Holloman to keep it alive at the point. Holloman on the handoff from Outwater. Fed a pass to the middle that was broken up. Down to our left now, the play continues on. It's Smith. Overtaken on the stick check. Holloman back to take it again. Wormuth off the glass with it. Gonzalez tracking back for Forest Hills Central. Takes a bump to make the pass off to Jeffries with 1:26 left in the third period. Overtime looming at the Patterson Ice Arena. This is Matt Gajtka. This is Cougar Puck Radio. And it might just be radio right now because I'm pretty sure the video feed is not cooperating at the moment. Holloman, long shift, but he makes a good pass here to Nemesek, but he couldn't control it. A little bit in his skates, I guess, as he barreled through the neutral zone. Goheen leaves his puck behind his net. Cracked around the boards by Holloman. Under a minute to play in the third period. Milok for Forest Hills Central. Milok on the give, over to Sheldon Ramsey. Shane Kwiatkowski gave it away to Ramsey in the neutral zone. Right back into the Catholic Central end it goes. 37 seconds left in the third period. Cross-ring pass off of Ott's stick as he broke it up inside the Cougars line. Kwiatkowski decides just to get rid of it on this near wing into the neutral ice area. Right back to Kwiatkowski on his backhand side. Now looks to his forehand. Fed it too far for Westrick. On with it now, Gabe Sova. His feet in behind the net. 14 seconds to go in the third period. Sova tied up behind the net. It's a 3-on-2 scrum back there, and I think a hand pass has been called. Or maybe the net was knocked off. Hard to tell from the initial signal from one of the referees who sprinted in with 8.9 left on the clock. The Cougars are doubling up the Rangers in shots right now, 26-13. Andrew Wormuth to take this draw, most important one of the game to this point, against Sam Milok of Forest Hills Central. And Milok controls it for the guys in green. Josh Smith's backhand up near the line. Jeffries wedged it out to center. And that's going to do it for the third period. We'll play overtime at the Patterson Ice Arena. Load 8 minutes on the clock. We'll take a short break here on Cougar Puck Radio and bring it back for sudden death. Stay right here, 1-1 through regulation time. Puck is dropped for the start of overtime. Next goal wins if there is a goal. If there isn't a goal, it's a tie. Side of the net play. Forest Hill Central attacking down to our right now as the team's change ends. Or no, pardon me, they're staying on the same ends as it's icing call. No, they changed ends. My fault. I was thinking they do change. I was pretty sure in high school overtime, and they have. .744 left in the sudden death. Milok lost that face-off to Ryder Mulvey of Catholic Central. Up around the far side. It's swatted ahead by Nolan Nemesek. Gabe Sova is not going to be able to catch up to this one, though, before it reaches the icing line. That close. Oh, boy. That's a tough one. Draw coming up down to our right. And the Cougars eventually get it at Schweigert, but lost control of it. Ramsey wanted to swing it in front, and now it's taken by Schweigert. The only overtime goal of the season scored by the Cougars was by Mulvey, and Schweigert hit the crossbar with the shot. Ian Schweigert, what a chance, and nearly labeled that one under the bar, but the iron beat him that time. sailed right past Nemers' ear. Cougars have a tie in OT. A couple of losses, one to Byron Center. They have the win against Rockford, which was Mulvey scoring it back in late November. It was the first weekend of the season, in fact. First win of the season was in OT, 6-5 against Rockford at Southside. Gonzalez filtered that one toward the middle. That's broken up and taken over by the Cougars and Preston Berta, but it's handed right back over to the Rangers. Josh Smith, a stuffed chance on Goheen, who holds his ground at the near post. 6:46 left in the OT. Well, thanks for hanging in there through the night. Back on the Wi-Fi here at Patterson. Keep switching back and forth trying to find a good signal, but appears to be for naught tonight, unfortunately. Quickendall lead pass. He had Shane Kwiatkowski breaking ahead, but it slid right under his stick. Kwiatkowski still guides one to the front of the net from the corner, and that save made by Nemers. 27 shots for the Cougars, 26 saves for Pete Nemers, sophomore goalie. It's a battle of sophomore goalies tonight, with now 6:19 and ticking to go in the overtime. Schweigert, headman pass, finds Braylon Outwater. Got around a man, Outwater to the outside, Outwater centering pass, and it goes under the stick of Wormuth on the doorstep. I think that hit Nemers' goal stick first, and this will be no icing against the Rangers. Ian Schweigert has to gun it around the wall. Quickendall pass between his own legs. Goes deep into the corner, and Smith handed it over. Quickendall trying to break that goal drought to the outside. As the Cougars' 11-goal man has some room, shoots it, save Nemers, rebound, still free. Where is it? Side of the net. I think that hit one of the Rangers in front. I think Smith made a save behind Nemers. Oh, how close can the Cougars come to winning it? This will be icing against Forest Hills Central. 5:30 left in the overtime. Oh my goodness. Can't get much closer. First of all, Quickendall's chance, and then the rebound was just sitting there for a while. They didn't catch who got on that, though. It's a right-handed shot for Catholic Central. But I want to say Josh Smith, the defenseman, was in behind Nemers and actually stopped that shot. If not him, it was the post. I didn't hear a sound, though, so I'm thinking it might have been Smith who bailed out his goalie in that situation. The shot from the angle by Mulvey. That's blocked off to this near side point. Preston Berta kept it alive. 5:18 to go in the overtime. It's been a thrilling overtime so far. Teams aren't holding back. Sometimes you see a defensively played sudden death period. Not so far, at least. Maybe toward the end of it, I suppose, but not right now. Jam play again for the Rangers, and it's taken out of danger by Gabe Sova as the whistle sounds. It was never really under Goheen, I think, but he at least held it down for long enough to get the stoppage in play. We're 1-1 in overtime, 5:03 remaining in it. The Cougars have one tie already. It was a 1-1 draw against Byron Center before the holiday break. Wormuth leaning in, and it comes free to the Rangers, Noah Smith. Noah Smith, soft shot toward the front. It was partially blocked, and Quickendall picks up the loose change. Headman pass finds Outwater. Outwater over skates, but now off the in. Schweigert, he wanted to center it, and he did, but there was no one home. It was intercepted by Sheldon Ramsey and dumped down the length of the rink again, and again it's an icing call against Forest Hills Central. We'll try it again from the right circle in the attacking zone down to our left. Wormuth controlled it right to Quickendall, shot, score! It came loose and Grant Quickendall buried it from the slot. That'll end the drought in style. The Cougars win it 2-1 in sudden death overtime against Forest Hills Central. Well, they kept grinding away. They kept chopping wood, and eventually the tree fell down. And the lumberjack in question is Grant Kuykendall. The senior connects for his 12th goal of the year and his first goal in 8 games. What a time for it, and what a pile-up in celebration for the Cougars on the near wing wall. The student section's eating it up. Wormuth won the draw. It went right to a Ranger, but bounced off his stick and directed to Kuykendall between the circles. He was there a moment ago where Nemmers stopped him. This time, he slipped it, I want to say, under Nemmers' glove and over his pad just inside the right post. Brilliant shot, brilliant win for Catholic Central. The Cougars improve to 7-7-1, 6-6-1 in OK Conference play, and Forest Hills drops to 6-6. No tie tonight, no OT loss tonight. The Cougars are now in possession of 2 overtime wins on the season. Nate Sova scored in the first period. Grant Kuykendall connects for the winner. 2-1 is your final here at Patterson. What a hockey game. What a finish. The overtime was spectacular. Thank you for joining us on Cougar Puck Radio. Our next broadcast comes to you next Friday from the Southside Ice Arena. The Cougars are back home to take on Saginaw Heritage, a visitor from the east side of the state. 7:30 puck drop and 7:30 broadcast time, give or take, right here on Cougar Puck Radio. Remember to like and subscribe. We'll see what kind of highlights I can pull from this one. Hopefully the video wasn't too rough. Either way, it was my pleasure to bring it to you in some form or another and help bring Cougar Puck Radio to anyone who wants to access it on YouTube for free. All right, that's it for us. What a dramatic conclusion. Just shy of 10 o'clock on this Saturday night. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you next Friday from the Southside Ice Arena in Byron Center. One last time, your final score. Catholic Central 2, Forest Hills Central 1 in overtime on Kuykendall's winner. See you in 6 days.